C.A. Swanson and Sons of Omaha, Nebraska, packers of America's best-known brand of canned and frozen poultry, presents the exciting television game, The Name's the Same. And now let's meet our panel of famous names. Co-author of the Broadway hit Guys and Dolls, Abe Burrows. Famous radio and television actress, Joan Alexander. Famous radio and television personality and master of ceremonies of his own quiz show, Winner Take All, Bill Cullen. And your host and moderator, another famous name, Robert Q. Lewis.
Thank you, Glenn. Hi, everybody, and once again, welcome to The Name's the Same. Once again tonight, you're going to meet some people who have very famous names. Names the same as famous celebrities, well-known places, and, of course, things that we all know. And tonight, as always, it's up to our trio of experts to determine those famous names by a process of cross-examination. To start things off, let's meet our first guest with a famous name. Hi. Sit down. Jump right in. May I ask where you come to us from?
From Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, and what do you do?
I'm a machinist.
A machinist. Well, of course, you have a very famous name. From now on, I'm going to refer to you as Mr. X, so we don't give it away by accident. Let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. All right, sir. Now, panel, it's up to you to cross-examine Mr. X to see what his famous name is. You're competing with one another to see who guesses his famous name first. The losers pay. You have 10 questions apiece. The panelist who guesses the name correctly keeps his money. The losers will pay our contestant $25 by check. Mr. X, you will answer yes or no as if you were the famous name you bear. All right, let's start off with Joan Alexander.
Are you living?
Yes.
Are you an actor or a singer?
No.
But you're famous.
Yes.
Would people recognize you from having seen your pictures in the newspaper?
Yes, they would.
They would.
Oh, yes.
Has your picture been in the newspaper recently?
I would say, oh, my goodness, indeed, yes. Indeed, yes, sir. Oh, yes.
Yes.
It has been. Well, I have sort of a hunch. Are you the sort of a person that people would make jokes about?
Yes.
Have you been in the papers recently because you were planning to marry your 10th wife?
No, I'm afraid not.
Not
No?
quite. No, Joni.
I'm wrong. I pass.
William?
You're a famous person, not primarily Tommy Manville, and not connected with show business. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Are you primarily a politician?
No, sir.
Well, if you're not primarily a politician, are you primarily connected with labor?
Yes.
Yeah.
That went into a buck hat. Do you have any outstanding physical characteristics?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
These physical characteristics that are outstanding, is it a great abundance of hair?
Yes.
Are you in any way associated with mines or miners?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you referred to as the country's journalists and especially columnists as being very, very stubborn?
Sure. He's known for that.
Do you have a son at Princeton?
I'm not sure about... No, I guess not.
I'm going to pass it to a fellow who does, Abe Burrows. I don't know, does what?
Let me assemble this thing.
Let a young
Was it
man take
established-
over, you mean?
Was it established that you're a man?
Has it... Now, this is a good question. Has it been established that you are a
I'm
man?
asking the man a question.
No, it has not been established that he is a man. That's
Are
one
you
question.
a man?
Am I a man? No.
I don't mean you personally. I'll argue with you about that later. I mean the fella, or whatever it is whose name you bear.
No.
Not a man. A woman.
No.
All right.
What?
Is it a child? Is it a child?
No.
Well, you
Don't
said...
let him worry you. He looks like he's tough, but believe me. Now,
You
just relax.
answered yes.
break 'em down.
You answered yes to living. Are you? Well, I have now explored the human race. I got man, woman, child. I left out executives, but I don't have to go into that. You're not a member of the human race, then?
No.
The human race. You know,
No.
you walk on 2 feet. No, not. Then, are you an animal?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
He's from Brooklyn like I am. I know Brooklyn talk. Yeah. In Brooklyn, you don't admit nothing right away, you know? You say, are you heading to penetrate? You say, mind game. An animal. Connected to everything. Are you a nationally known animal?
Yes.
Do you appear, have you ever appeared on television?
Yes.
Are you an animal that is a small animal?
No.
What do you mean by small, Abe? When you mean that small? No.
Like that?
No.
That cause. Be careful. Are you of the large family?
You mean large?
Oh, what?
He means large. How large an animal? 6 and 7/8. I don't know how you measure animals.
A fairly good-sized animal, yeah.
I'll pass.
You should. Joan.
You said before that he was very stubborn. Are you an animal that has had cartoons made about him?
Yes.
Are you? You are?
Yes.
Are you do animals have, are you an animal with flappy wings?
Flappy wings.
Flappy wings?
I mean, you know.
No flappy wings.
That's a question.
That's a question, and what a question. No flappy wings.
Well, I was in Brooklyn.
Come on, let's keep it rolling, panel.
Are you an animal that has a peculiar odor?
No.
Well, I don't know, huh? No, I don't know. I don't know any intimately. I take this gentleman's word, but you have one
got
question.
Oh, I have to pass then.
All right, Bill.
Are you the kind of an animal with this famous name that this kind of animal has 2 names, and if you were the other one, you couldn't be on the show?
Yes? Yes? Very good.
Jack Donkey. Now, listen. Are you, now I'm going for, are you Francis or Francis, I'll change the question. Are you Francis the Mule?
No, but you're getting very close. One question, Bill, and time is moving.
Oh, I got to
Time is
pass. I
moving.
can't think of anyone.
Oh,
besides
I'm sorry. I have to
Francis.
call. What? Sorry, I have to call time. This is A Mule. A Mule. A Mule. Mr. Mule, I want...
Did you call doctor?
And if any mules are watching, I'm sorry if I doubted that you didn't smell nice. Mr. Mule, we'll ask you to go over there and pick up your checks for $25 apiece. And thank you very much from the Swanson people for playing the names the same. Nice to know you.
An animal or a bird?
I gave one of the doctor. Donald Duck.
All right, now let's meet our next guest with a famous name. Oh, young man, wait a minute. About the old phone book. There you are. How are you, sir? Now, where are you from?
Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
Ardmore, Pennsylvania. I'm going to push you in a little bit closer here. There we are. Ardmore, Pennsylvania. I bet you go to school down there, huh?
Yes.
When do they start again? Pretty soon?
Yes.
All right. Now, we know you've got a famous name. We're all anxious to take a look at it. Let's let our home audience see this gentleman's famous name. All righty. Now, you remember how we play our game, panel, and Mr. X? The rules remain the same. Master X, you may answer yes or no as if you were the famous person whose name you bear. Let's start with Abe Burrows.
Are you living?
Yes.
Are you an American?
Yes.
Are you in show business?
Yes.
Do the other kids make fun of you on account of your name, or do they admire you for your name? Do they all say, ah, like that?
No.
They don't laugh at you for your name.
No.
I pass.
Are you an actor?
Yes.
Are you also a singer?
Yes.
Are you on television?
We have been. Have been.
Are you in movies?
I am sure that at one time or another, guest appearances in various parts were played, yes.
About movies, you mean?
Yes.
Are you over 35?
Yes.
Oh, you really knew that in a hurry, didn't you? I'm going to have to look here. All right.
To a guy that age, anything is okay.
Go on,
You are
Joe.
over 35. I pass.
All right, Bill.
Thank you.
I don't know anybody over 35.
I don't either. Are you primarily concerned? We know you're not with the movies. Are you primarily concerned with radio?
Not primarily, no.
The stage?
Not primarily, no.
Vaudeville?
Not primarily, no.
Do you have a son at Princeton? Are you primarily concerned with any one branch of show business?
Well, yes.
I haven't hit on it yet. Is it movies, television, theater? Are you funny?
At times.
At
I'd say,
times.
yes.
Are you married?
At times. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yes.
Are you part of a famous team?
No.
Abe Burrows' turn. I pass.
All right, Abe, you have 6 questions.
You did say he was connected primarily with one branch of show business, which you haven't mentioned yet.
It is, yes, I suppose we call it a branch of show business, yes. One phase of show business, shall we say. Correct.
Music?
Yes.
Yes.
Then he's primarily in music. Primarily, in this music field, is he primarily known as a singer?
No.
Is he a band leader?
No.
No.
Does he play an instrument?
He may, but you would not know him primarily as a performer.
This guy doesn't do anything in his music world. Let me see, what else? Is he a composer?
Yes, he is a
Yes.
composer. You have one question?
What do you mean I have to? How did that happen? Wrong. I'll pass.
All right, Joan?
Is he also a lyricist?
Yes.
Has he written the lyrics for a play that's on Broadway currently?
Yes. I'm sorry, you don't mind my doing this, do you? But
No.
they're awful slow tonight.
Has he written lyrics in conjunction with a man called Richard Rogers?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, I thought it was Oscar Hammerstein. That miserable.
Not to my knowledge, but let's keep it rolling.
Oh, then I pass. All right.
All right, Bill.
Are you Irving Berlin?
No.
I don't know why I said that.
No.
Primary.
Abe looks like
I
he
think
knows.
Abe has the idea, and I haven't any definite. Abe, you
All
can
right,
have it.
Abe.
Is it a show that opened on Broadway, reopened again this week?
Right.
Is it Top Banana? Johnny
Wait a
Mercer?
minute.
Johnny Mercer.
All right, we'll give it to you. There you go. All right. Now, Johnny, you have won yourself a big fat $50, and I'm going to ask you to get it in just a moment. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever met Johnny Mercer, the famous lyricist and composer and performer and everything else?
No, sir.
Well, we have a real treat for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Mercer. Johnny. You stick around after the show. I'm sure that this Johnny will have some few things to say to this Johnny. You ever written a song? You
No.
try it
Not
sometime. You go on over there and pick up your checks from Joni and from Bill, and thanks from the Swanson people for playing the names the same. Go on. If that phone book's in your way, just kick it out of the way. Well, now we come to the I'd Like to Be portion of our program with Mr. J.M. Before the program started, Johnny told us who he might like to be, just in fun, of course, if he weren't himself, and it's a Lulu. Panel, we're going to see if you can determine who that is in just a moment. Well, now we're set to play I'd Like to Be. Our panel is going to try to find out who it is Johnny Mercer would like to be, just in fun, of course. Let's let our home audience see that famous name. All right, panel, we play the same as before, and the loser's checks will go to Johnny Mercer's favorite charity, Bill Cullen. Suppose you start.
Johnny, the person you want to be, are they alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if it was a girl, and I don't think I have to now. Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing it cozy. Is she in show business?
She's definitely in show business. Very definitely.
Is there more of her in show business than a lot of people?
Yes, there's quite a lot of her in show business. She's prominently in show business.
Can't be who I'm thinking. I'll tell you, is this person, is this the kind of person that would upset me completely?
Yeah, she should.
All right, I'll pass Dave Burrows. Let him worry about it.
I almost thought I knew until you said she could upset him. Almost anybody can do that. Is she in pictures?
She's in all kinds of pictures.
Well, Martha.
She's in motion pictures.
I dig that. I think. And she's a motion picture. Is she with all the leering that's been going on, Joni, this ain't going to get to you.
I know it. I know it.
With all the leering that's been going on and everything, is she a whistle-type dame?
She's a Quonset Hut type dame.
A what?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
whistle type. Yeah, whistle type dame.
Yeah. Of your type and my type, because your type was always my type, John. You know, it's always been that way. Is she a blonde?
I don't really know. I think so.
Oh, yeah.
At present, I mean.
Yes.
Is she the current? Has she been compared with Jean Harlow?
Well, I don't know. I like her better than Jean.
I mean, in publicity, has she been compared with Jean Harlow?
Yes.
Is this Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
I didn't know I was so obvious.
All right, Johnny, I don't know why you'd want to be Marilyn Monroe, but I wish it were true. At any rate, you go on over there and pick up your checks from Joan Alexander and Bill Cullen. And thanks from the Swanson people for playing the names of the same. Good to see this guy. Real fine guy.
Johnny?
You are. And now let's meet our next guest with a famous name. I think you have some rooters in the audience tonight. Where are you from, sir?
Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, and what do you do?
I'm a carpenter.
A carpenter. Good for you. Well, now we know you have a famous name. Let's let our home audience see it right now. We know that's your name because our legal experts have checked its authenticity. Panel, you remember how we play our game. Before we start, let me give you a hint. This gentleman's name is the same as something that comes in pairs. In pairs. Let's start this off with Joan Alexander.
No. Hair.
In pairs.
Well, these things, are they useful?
Yes.
Could I use them in my home?
Yes.
Yes.
Could I use them in my living room, a bedroom?
Yes.
Do they come in various shapes and sizes?
Yes.
Yeah, they come in very varied shapes and sizes.
Well, if I had guests, would I use these things to make the guests more comfortable?
Yes, yeah. Sure. We don't want to mislead you. You certainly might.
Not
Yes,
much,
indeed.
you know. Well, would my guests be likely to sit on them?
No.
I pass.
But invite me to your next party, will you? Bill Cullen.
Well, I got an idea here. Are these things used by members of both sexes
Yes.
Yeah?
during the course of an evening? We know that they're used in the house, and there are various shapes and sizes and things like that. Are the ones that the women would be apt to use more attractive than the ones the men would use?
Yes. Oh, my, yes. Yeah.
Do these objects come into contact with the body?
Yes.
Yes?
Do some people use these things when they read?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah?
Am I using a pair of these things right now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Would it be likely that certain people would use 2 or 3 different pairs during the day?
yeah, a lot of people might do that. They might. Some people might, yeah, they'd use a couple
Are there
different
special pairs? Are there special pairs to be used during the night or hours?
Are there special pairs that might be used? I suppose there, yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Sure, I suppose.
When these things get steamed up, do people clean them off with a piece
I didn't quite hear that. When they get steamed up,
of... When
what?
they get steamed up... Well, I know it can't be now.
Well, what was the question? I'm curious. When they
If
get...
you clean them off with a piece of Kleenex.
Well, you could clean them off with a piece of Kleenex, but I don't think they'd get steamed up. No.
Might they come in bifocals?
No.
No.
Pass.
Hey,
you worry
Burroughs.
about it.
All right. Now, look, you first you say a pair. By a pair, do you mean a set or do you mean two?
Well, don't pin me down. I mean...
Well, I mean, no, I know what you mean. You say, you know, very frequently we say a pair of suspenders,
I
which
see what
is
you
one
mean.
thing, and something a pair, and sometimes you say a pair and you mean a whole bunch of things.
Well, now, this could be both of those.
All right.
Abe. It could be both.
All right. Is
yeah.
is part of the human body?
Yes.
Is it original part of the human body or something which is manufactured?
Well, I've never seen any manufactured human bodies.
Well, for instance,
it is a part.
For instance, if it were teeth, it would be manufactured, false teeth.
Yes, but that would not be part of the human body. It is a part of the human body.
It is a part of the human body.
They are
is
a
it-
part.
When you said it was used in reading, was it used in the actual act? Is this part of the human body actually used in the act of reading to see the words?
To see the words? No.
No.
Is it used to hold the object you're reading?
I never saw it.
It's a good trick. And for my next trick,
Is it used?
wait just a minute. How are we on time, please, timekeeper? That's the go. All right, we have about 30 seconds.
Is it used in motion?
In motion?
This pair of things. Is
Oh,
it
very
used for
yes,
motion?
yes.
Is it anything to do with the legs?
Rarely.
But it's used in motion?
Yes.
It's used in motion. Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it used to propel you, to move you forward?
This I sort of doubt. No. In the actual act of propulsion?
Is it internal in the human body?
I beg your pardon? Internal?
Yeah.
No. You have
I
two
pass.
questions.
Is it from the waist up?
Yes.
Has it anything to do with the arms?
No.
Well, golly.
I'm sorry, I'm going to...
I'm leaving.
Does this man walk on his ears?
I'm going...
From the head up.
Yes.
Is it anything to do with his ears?
I'm going to have to cut you off right now, and I want you to meet Mr. Curly Lips. Mr. Lips, go on over there, pick up your 3 checks for $25, and thank you so much. Thank you so much from Swanson for playing the names the same. Good deal. Good luck. We'll be back in a moment, folks, to tell you how our panel did in as little as we can about next week's show. All right, let's have a little accounting now. Hot Lips Cullen, will you make your report?
Yes, sir. Well, I did no good tonight. I lost $100, but meeting Curly Lips, I finally know who inspired Kiss of Fire. That's all.
Joan Alexander, how about you?
I lost $100, which is awful, but if my name were Marilyn Monroe, all the fellas would pay it for me. Good night, everybody.
I think they may anyway. Hey, Burroughs, how about you?
Curly Lips. I lost $50, and you know the word curly offends me in any form. Good night, everybody.
Good night, panel. You did very, very well, considering. Come on, folks. D.A. Swanson, son. Packers of America's best-known brand of canned and frozen poultry. The panel and I will see you again next week on The Name's the Same, which will be brought to you by Bendix Home Appliances.
Look who's winning on GSN.
I won.
We won, and you can too.
It's easy.
It's fun.
It's Bingo America.
We tried to go to a bingo hall, but we got thrown out.
Go to gsn.com.
And print your own bingo cards.
We print out 10 cards per game.
Each. 10 for me, 10 for her.
Bingo America.
Mom, I got $50.
I'll take the 50.
Bingo America.
It pays to play.
Bingo America, tomorrow at 7 p.m., 6 Central, only on GSN.
I won.